along. Welcome to World of Warships, another game that you can pretty much waste your life away on. So, give you an idea of what's going on here. I recorded this video and my mic was off, so I sat there and talked to myself the entire time. So yeah, I'm trying to show you some stuff about the game, and yeah, so why wait let a noob video go to waste? Anyways, so we're looking at some economic bonuses, stuff that gives you extra XP. I got some pretty high valuable ones that I don't want to waste just yet because I'm still on a standard account and not paying for premium. But you can earn premium days. Sometimes you can earn 10 days. Sometimes you can earn a day, a couple days, whatever. But yeah, so the game's pretty entertaining. It's not like War Thunder where you can get like some serious criticals. In this case, there are critical hits, but you're only doing a certain amount of damage based on the type of weaponry you're using, how big it is, how accurate your shots are, and where you place them. This is my destroyer, and I'm jumping into a co-op mode. As you can see there, co-op battle. It says players versus bots. Got quite the lineup here. So it looks like we have all players on one side, all bots on the other. We do have a player sub and a player aircraft carrier. It looks like at least 2 battleships and 3 cruisers and 2 destroyers, 1 being myself. So spoiler alert, of course I'm a noob. Haven't really played all that much. I think I got like 50 hours in. This is as far as I got so far. I think I got a level 5 cruiser, I got a level 6 battleship, I think this is a level 7 destroyer, and a level 4 carrier, which the first carrier is level 4. So at this point I was kind of curious if maybe I should stick with the crew here that I'm with, at least try to match speeds, keep up with them. I do have armor piercing rounds loaded. Typically I usually run HE because I'll engage the destroyers first. Destroyers will hunt you down anyhow. They'll come right at you if you're another destroyer, because you're easily the first threat that they come across. You can outrun anybody. You got great turning speeds, and if I push Y on my keyboard I get a little speed boost. I think it's like an extra 5 knots roughly. The smoke works great, but when you're playing co-op, there's very little call for it. If anything, you're just going to be obstructing your own teammates, so there's no sense in doing it. Repair function on the destroyer is unlimited, but they're all time-based, and the bigger the ship, the longer it takes for it to cycle, as far as I've seen anyways. So when you got carriers on the field, you want to kind of stay close to your guys, so that way you're getting AA support from other ships. Usually when you're leading like I am, you're typically the first target, but luckily for me I didn't have to worry about any aircraft. You do have to lead and target. To lead the shit out of the target, really. And of course, if the ship's moving faster, you have to lead more. You do have massive dispersion, but I'm assuming that that's only on the earlier ships. On the later ships, you probably get better dispersion. As you can see, I'm struggling here. I switch back to HE. He's launching torps. There's a gang of torpedoes. I'm screwed.
Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly.
Yeah. So stop the water leak, but you can see I got 1,300, now 1,000, and I'm facing off against a battleship and a cruiser. So I figured I'm gonna let some fish out before I get sunk. Start dumping some torps, maybe get lucky and hit somebody. But yeah, I'm wasted. I'll be lucky if I sink a ship. I don't remember if I do or not. Looks like 2 hits. So, was that 2 torpedo hits? Yep, there it is. There's 2 torpedo ribbons. Yep, and that's it. I mean, now we just watch the rest of everybody else play. Kind of garbage. You know, you don't respawn like, not like in War Thunder. You can bring in another ship. We were watching a cruiser face off against another cruiser. He's taking some rounds from a battleship. It looks like this battleship is armed with torpedoes. That's probably like the wonkiest thing. Yeah, no doubt there was battleships back in the day that were armed with torpedoes, but I didn't think about it. Earlier when I was playing, I think I was like a class 4, yeah, the class 4 Wilkes destroyer. Yeah, I rolled right up on a battleship and I was like, man, okay, I'm cutting it as far as, ooh, yeah, he took that hit. I was like, man, I'm cutting it really close, but you know what? He ain't gonna be able to hit me because I'm zipping by him too fast. His traversal speed's too slow. I mean, all I gotta worry about is the secondary cannonry. And I dropped some torpedoes down, and they didn't arm fast enough. So it was basically like a bunch of duds. Look at this. Man, he wants that sub. But yeah, so yeah, I dropped like what was it, 6 torpedoes, and all 6 of them just pinged off the side of that battleship. And then he dropped torpedoes well ahead of me, pretty much putting them in my path. So I ran into his torpedoes and I died.
Our victory is in sight.
Battleship on battleship, plus he's dumping some torps. Yeah, that sub's ballsy. Cause that battleship can call in anti-sub support, drop some depth charges. And there's depth charges right there. They're just dumping everywhere. So when you get hit with those depth charges, you're better off staying surfaced, because then those depth charges don't do shit. You do take some damage, but you don't take a whole lot. You will flood, you'll be on fire, you'll have a bunch of shit that's just disabled. Your sonar just doesn't work anymore, so you have to repair. If you already used repair, you're waiting. I've had terrible luck with the submarine. It's cool and all, but it seems like you are, even if you're playing against NPCs, you are a #1 threat. They will descend upon you. This guy got lucky that all the NPCs pretty much scattered. They went across the board, but usually when I'm in a sub, I will have all of them swarming on me, and then there'll just be a blob of red in one spot. So yeah, I didn't do much. Didn't even sink anybody, but I still got a decent score, I guess, for co-op anyways. It's decent. So we're just gonna go ahead and push on to the next round here. Continue on in my destroyer. I think in this case I do put up a better fight than this lineup here. If I have to guess, I think there's gonna be aircraft carriers on this too. Yep. There is a level 6 Ranger, which that's technically, I think that's the next carrier. You got level 4, level 6, and then level 8 or 9. And then you gotta buy the premium carrier to get level 10. I think some of the other nations have level 10 ones that you can earn your way into, but there's other ships that you just have to buy, like the subs. You have to buy them. Now I don't know how you buy the subs, but you get trials. Every once in a while you earn a submarine trial, which is cool and all. That's different.
I owe you one.
Yeah, quick functions, so you don't have to waste time chatting. So my destroyer, I got it set up for mainly being able to turn quickly, not so much on speed, although I think I'm running some perks to give it a little bit of a speed boost, I think by 5%. It's fast enough, especially when you're already at speed. But yeah, the turning radius really, this one's really sucks. So you need all the extra turning bonuses you can get, especially in tight spots. So if you look on that top right of the map, you see all those clusters of islands. That would be terrible for this destroyer. Now the one before this one, which, fuck me, I don't remember the name. It was actually a pretty fun destroyer, similar to this one. Very similar to this one. But it had a lot better turning radius, and I think it was actually slightly faster. But this one just has the bigger guns, and the guns are a perk. They're definitely a bonus. The artillery on destroyers really sucks, but this one has one of the better guns versus all the ones that I've used so far. Slightly better. Great for tearing apart other destroyers, and effectively I found out that you want to lead them. So you start off by dumping on them, at least until they get about 4.5k. Then you start turning, give them all 5 guns, or all your guns, broadside them, but while you're turning, just keep on them and start moving away. You don't want to get any closer than that, otherwise you will catch their torpedoes, because they will dump torpedoes on you. And I noticed the NPCs jinx a lot, so turning left, turning right, turning left, turning right, that's kind of annoying. See, I'm heading towards land here, but I'm tearing this guy apart, plus I got some help. I think he's got like 14,000 hit points like I do, and I've already tore through 11.5, so he's melting. I think I did hit some rocks there. Boom, so all 14, so I actually got the bulk of the damage on that dude. Or bot, sorry. Looks like there's 1 submarine, 1 destroyer, 1 cruiser, 3 battleships, and a aircraft carrier left. Fun. Yeah, right. Yeah. I guess the narration is a little bit more funner than actually discussing what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, you saw the damage there. From 14 to 14.9, I didn't hardly do shit to that submarine. But I mean, if I was close enough, I do have depth charges. So now I'm getting ballsy. I'm gonna face off against this battleship, and he's definitely got his guns trained on me, so there's no sense in turning broadside, because if I do, he will sink me probably in the first volley. So you don't want to broadside him. If you do, you want to minimize it. So you get out 1 volley and then you turn back, straighten out. You minimize your profile. You don't want to make yourself a target. Here I am getting ready to dump some fish. And it's gonna take about 2 volleys of torps to sink this bastard. Yeah. It took 7 torpedoes to sink that thing. And I'm lining up on one that's not that far away. He's, what, 5.2? He's just moving slow. I'm moving fast. I also got my boost going. I'm rocking full throttle, so I'm at 39.2 knots. I'm cruising. I don't know what I'm thinking, but I'm cruising. Because I have no torps. I got armor piercing loaded. I'm aiming way too high. Really, you want to try to aim for their magazine to get the criticals. Yeah, my steering's disabled. I repair it, so wasted repair. I'm trying to get those criticals. Just not getting it. So I'm running the length of them now. I'm looking for that sweet spot, and I'm not finding it. Yeah, you see I got tore up. I got tore up by aircraft. I'm getting tore up by this battleship.
Engine boost.
Yeah, no criticals. That was terrible. I should have just left it on HE. But yeah, so I got 2,800 hit points left, facing down a battleship with no torps. That was retarded. Those aircraft, they shoot rockets, and they're a pain in the dick. They're really hard to dodge. The bombers are easy to dodge. All you do is just S-swerve. So you just form an S in the water right as they start strafing you. Don't let them take you head on, because that's what they want. And if you do, just try to keep the large S going. And eventually, yeah, they'll miss. It's almost a guaranteed miss. So here we go. See, I'm using HE, but I'm just not getting the distance. I am falling short. I didn't lead. There we go. So I don't necessarily need penetration because some of the shots will actually catch the ship on fire. And that's the whole point, especially with HE. You can disable components, you can shut down their modules, basically damage their modules to the point where they don't function. I should have been aiming for the motor, or at least the prop. But I think I was trying to hit the conning tower. Yeah. Catch the bridge on fire. Doesn't do anything, but the catching on fire actually helps bring down the hit points on these things. God, dude, I'm struggling. What was it? I got 172 damaging hits. None of these hits are counting because I'm not doing any damage. Oh no, that's 172 armor piercing? Or those are penetrating? Look at that, 16 non-penetrating. He's on fire. I'm about to die, but I got torpedoes. Oh yeah, that's why I launched torpedoes, getting ready to die. The question is, will I hit him? I don't think so. That first set is, yeah.
Enemy battleship foundered.
That's it for that one. But I didn't do too bad. Completed a task. Big whoop-de-doo Basil. Man, look at that. Top score. Just means I did more damage than everybody else and I got more shots off on all the ships. And I even hit a friendly. Look at that. Don't know how, but I did. So yeah, the Ranger is because I shot down 6 planes from that carrier. But then everybody else I got hits on. So was he at 106 armor piercing shells fired, 98 hit on 162 HE fired. It was something like 102 hit. So I'm gonna go ahead and click my reward. 100,000. Not a whole lot considering how expensive some of these modules are and the ships are. Hit Citadel, yeah. And 25,000 of damage to enemy ships. Okay. Wrong ship type. Now, granted, see, this is the part I don't understand because on some of these missions that you pick, it will gray out some ships and leave some other ships still open. Obviously, being the ones you need to use. But just says select a suitable battle type. So I'm assuming I need to switch battles, not so much ships, from co-op to random, being PvP, which random doesn't necessarily mean PvP because it's a combination of both. You got players and bots on both teams. And I think on one cruddy mission that I did on random, I think I took this Mahan destroyer, and and I faced off against all NPCs with one player on the opposing team. But of course, I was the only player on my team as well with a bunch of NPCs, so it was kind of even Steven. We both lost. Well, we both got sunk. I sunk him right off the bat. I just gunned for him. I was looking for him. And then, of course, I went blazing into the pile of NPC ships, and yeah, I got sunk too. So, needless to say, we basically just lost that. These skins are actually pretty cool. Granted, they're limited. You can buy them, like that one there. I can spend 90,000 and buy it, but I don't want to waste my credits on that. I really don't. The skins don't help you any. I mean, granted, you look cool, but they don't help. They don't help at all. They're garbage. So yeah, I can exchange my doubloons for currency. Um, one doubloon equals 1,500, so that's also garbage. I can trade the experience I earned per ship, um, or I can exchange um, uh, captain experience or commander experience for doubloons. Or is it the other way around? I guess I pay 427 and 10,675, or I get 10,000. I don't fucking know. Yeah, this thing's so fucking complicated. Yeah, here's the store. This shit's expensive. But you know what? The reason why they got those prices set like that is because people actually spend the money. You know, that's cool. I mean, support developers, support the game. I just wish they would take that money to make better products. But obviously for profit, right? But yeah, there's all sorts of shit you can get that you can pay for flat out via cash. Um, Now, that's not the only place where you can buy stuff. There's the armory. So the armory is where you can trade all the stuff that you earn. So not just the blooms, but you can use. Actually, I don't even think you can use the credits, but you get coal, you get steel, and then like there's these four other things you can get that you can exchange for stuff in the game. So you can earn these in the game. You don't have to buy them. You can earn them aside from the doubloons. I think you can earn doubloons too, but they are very rare. You don't hardly ever get any. You just open chests, and sometimes you get like 150 or 10 or 5. I think the largest one I think I saw was like right at the beginning. I think they give you 1,000 right off the bat, and then they force you to spend some of it in order to progress. I bought that 6,000 coal container thinking there'd be some cool skins in it or something. It was just garbage. Don't waste your stuff on it. Like if you're gonna buy some stuff, save it up for the ships. To unlock ships or to unlock commanders. These are the modules for your ships. Um, Obviously, I got one to help with dispersion and um, traversing speed, and then another to help with actually my rudder shift time. It's a 20% increase, so it helps me turn quicker or get to turning quicker. Yeah, that's the next destroyer. I don't even know if I want that. Right now, I'm actually pretty close to getting that. Um, or I can exchange, because I got a lot of converted XP, I can exchange it for the next carrier or the next battleship, but I'm not sure what ship I want to try. Um, I'm actually kind of getting burned out in this game, to be honest. After 50 hours, I played all the modes, except for clan battles. I haven't done clan battle yet. I've done naval battles. I played their little missions, the brawl, um, and I played quite a bit of random. But yeah, and of course, this is just sorting through statistics of my clan. So for the most part, this clan is not very much that active. Um, the leader of the clan, he wants you fairly active, logging in at least once a week. If you don't, then you get the boot. And he's constantly booting people. He keeps to it. Some people, as you saw there, there's 8 days. I think the highest one, yeah, we were rocking on this one. These naval battles are pretty fun. So what was this one? That was that submarine. Yeah, here I am for destroyer. 113,000 damage. Yeah, that was a good mission. I was rocking it. And then cruiser, I'm on there too. With 60,000 damage. I think I'm on battleship too. Yeah, 45. A big dog though. He got 109,000 with his battleship. He must have got some criticals. And then there's me with my carrier. That one I wasn't even sure if I was even get that bar. I wasn't even sure because it's really hard to get any damage done to anybody with a carrier. So yeah, the naval base. These upgrades, like if you upgrade certain features of this naval base, you do get bonuses, passive bonuses, more XP, stuff like that, more coal, more steel. Um, and it also makes it cheaper to buy ships and upgrades and stuff like that. Actually, I'm not sure about the upgrades. Ships, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, I guess I wanted to cover the whole game, but I think that's pretty much it. Just going through shit and looking at everything. The detail of the game is quite extensive, but it's not as extensive as say War Thunder. Like I said, War Thunder is definitely more critical. So your shots matter as far as hits, especially when you're playing in ships, you're playing in aircraft, you're playing in tanks, and you can one shot everybody. You get that one perfect shot on a ship, you blow up their magazine, and they're dead. They're dead in the water. First volley. Same thing with a tank. You get that one perfect shot off and blow up their magazine, kill their crew. Ship's destroyed. Aircraft, you can kill the pilot. You do no damage to the plane and just hit that canopy and shoot the pilot, and he's dead. And that's it. That plane's gonna crash. It's just gonna smoke into the ground. So that game is very critical. Now, the only difference that I really see about how people play, so in World of Warships and World of Tanks, there's less snipers. Not everybody's trying to snipe. Just people just running into the battle. And that's what I like to do. I like to run in there and just be in your face and shoot the crap out of you, and see who dies first. In World of Tanks, it's pretty much the same deal. Run in, shoot the crap out of them. Now, granted, you're just going to get ganged up on because everybody cruises together. Power and blobs. But in War Thunder, there's nothing but sniping. Tank battles is a sniper fest. You're going to sit as far back as possible with good defilade, good cover, good concealment, and you'll expose yourself when you're ready, and you'll take the perfect shot and just annihilate somebody, blow up their tank. Same thing with the warship portion of it. You do have ships with torpedoes, but they're pretty useless, mainly because you'll never get close enough to use them. And if you do, you're playing with a bunch of noobs like me. Um, Otherwise, yeah, if you're playing with normal players from War Thunder, they will snipe the shit out of you. They'll just sit back there on the far side of the map and just start lobbing rounds at you. You barely even see them. And you'd be lucky if you even hit them yourself. But yeah, they just lob the fuck out of some rounds and hope for a lucky hit. And if you get enough people doing that to you, you will get sunk fast. Now, granted, you get respawns. You would need respawns if you're getting destroyed in one volley or one shot. So, in this game, apparently you don't. There's no respawn. You're dead. You're dead for the match. You might as well just go ahead and drop out. You still get your experience even if you drop out of the match. Even if you quit the game, just rage quit. Done that plenty of times. But yeah, see, here we go. That's the operation of the week. Um, that's basically players versus AI, small group players versus a bunch of AI. Brawls, they're small, witty, and fun. Ranked battles, I haven't done ranked battles. Clan battles, we haven't scheduled for it, so obviously we're not going to play any, and I doubt I'll ever be on a clan battle. Random, that's where you get the combination of people, bots. If you're on at a prime time, there is a lot of people, so you don't have to play with bots. And then there's co-op. Yeah, here's my cruiser. This thing's actually pretty beefy. I really like this cruiser, and it's the last in line for the American ships, especially cruisers, that's carrying torpedoes. Beyond that, yeah, no more torpedoes. You either go for range and power or speed and accuracy. Because they split cruisers, you got light cruisers and heavy cruisers, but no torps. Shitty deal. Even though the other nations will carry torps all the way up to fucking level 10. But yeah, level 5 is the last in line with torpedoes, and it's got 6 torpedoes per side. I think it's a package of 3 launcher or 3 tubes per launcher. Jesus, I don't know. I shut up. Apparently that's the end of the video. Anyhow, thanks for watching a noob Let's Play and a noob dub over. Jesus. Alright, thanks guys. Night.